Now on December 16, 2012, exactly 5 years ago, 23-year-old paramedical student who we remember as Nirbhaya was gang raped and brutalized beyond imagination. That horrific incident sent shockwaves across the country, and there was only one question that everybody seemed to be asking: how safe is our country for women? While the governments immediately swung into action, promising a host of measures, 5 years later, there is very little action visible on ground. In fact, Mirror Now conducted a ground check across the country, and this is what we found from New Delhi.
We are here in the Dhaula Kuwa area. Right on my left, you can see there is a bus stop here which is not very well lit. We are near the Palam Mode area right now, and behind me there is a skywalk which connects the two roads. This is the only skywalk here, and as you can see, there is no light in this particular skywalk there. The Delhi police had promised that such spots, secluded spots, will be given CCTV cameras, the procurement for which has still not been done. In fact, if I could just ask my camera person to pan there, we can see a CCTV camera at that corner, but that is the only CCTV camera in the entire stretch of road over here. And this road connects between the airport area as well as the city area. It is a busy stretch of road. However, the skywalk mentioned by me does not seem very well lit here, and these are some of the problems that Delhi city is still looking at.
On a bus that continued to drive in circles for hours in Delhi thoroughfares, locked in taxis and molested, groped on planes and in trains, stalked, hollered at. Public places continue to be unsafe for women. Apurva Sridhar gets us a ground report.
When it comes to safety of women, public transport continues to remain the biggest concern for every women commuter, specifically with the fact that all these public transports are always overcrowded and they usually avoid traveling in public transport at night. Let me go across to some of the women commuters here who travel in these buses on a daily basis. Tell us, how safe do you think public transport is?
कि मतलब अगर हम रात को ट्रैवल करेंगे तो बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स है. फर्स्टली जैसे बस नहीं मिलती, कितनी सारी बस ऐसी है कि जहां हम नहीं जा पाते हैं, और कई रूट भी ऐसे हैं जहां हम अकेले जाने में काफ़ी हेजिटेशन होती है कि हम जाएं या ना जाएं, तो बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हैं.
I don't think that public transport is safely for the women, basically at night, because at night it is not safely for travel in buses. And also parents are not ensured that girls should be safe there, so mostly girls are prefer metros to travel there, and I think buses are not safely.
एक्चुअली अभी इंसिडेंट हुआ था मेरे साथ. मैं बस से जा रही थी, बट बॉयज़ थे बहुत सारे. मेरे बैग से उन्होंने पैसे निकाल लिए. अच्छा, बहुत अनसेफ है ये, सेफ नहीं है बिल्कुल. पब्लिक ट्रांसपोर्ट बिल्कुल सेफ नहीं है.
बस स्पेशली सेफ नहीं है गर्ल्स के लिए या लेडीज़ के लिए. बहुत ही धक्का मुक्की होता है, कोई सुनता नहीं है एक दूसरे का. धक्के मार के चले जाते हैं, पैर पे पैर रख देते हैं, छेड़ते हैं. मतलब बहुत ही गलत चीज़ें होती है जो मतलब किसी को पता नहीं चलती है.
5 years post Nirbhaya, what has changed on ground? In fact, Delhi is not the only city that is unsafe. There are other cities as well. We have Shrija joining us from Bengaluru at this point in time. Shrija, take us through what people have been telling you. You've been talking to people 5 years post Nirbhaya. What has changed on ground? How safe is the city? We know, of course, that recently a woman from Kalimpong was gang raped. We know of the Bengaluru New Year's molestation incident, and in the last couple of years alone, according to the NCRB data, over 3,400 cases have been reported from the city. How safe do you feel in the city?
Well,
as far as the city Bengaluru is concerned, of course, we did speak to some of the citizens over here. We did ask them if they really feel safe to step out of their house. Of course, their answers, they hesitated in answering, saying that yes, they feel confident to walk down the streets of Bengaluru, because the one reason being, we have recently seen just like another Nirbhaya horror on November 23rd, where a 26-year-old woman, she was hurled at a wall. She was gang raped by 6 men, and still justice has not been delivered. And the main point over here to be noted is the Nirbhaya fund. From the Nirbhaya corpus, still the funds have not reached this particular victim, and she's still recuperating in the hospital. But the only person who's in fact giving her treatment, looking after her, is some of the NGOs. But as far as the government is concerned, we don't really see any steps, because every time there is a crime reported here in Bengaluru, all that we hear from the government coming out and promising, we are going to install CCTV cameras in every ward. Now that is going to be the forward plan as far as the New Year's Eve is concerned. And that apart, we also hear that they are going to fix more and more street lights. But on ground, the real situation is not fixing street lights or about even for that matter the CCTV cameras. But what we spoke to some of the people, activists, what they're saying is that it's about sensitization, which is more important than going around and saying that we are doing so and so. We are in fact, we are bringing out measures to ensure that the women in the city are safe. Now, talking about the Nirbhaya Corpus Fund, one of the main problems, especially here, the women in Bengaluru, especially the victims, the rape victims that they find, is they are made to run even after the horrifying incident that they have faced, from pillar to post, because they are not given the Nirbhaya fund. Definitely we need to question the government as to where is the fund going, because remember, just Mirror Now reported a couple of weeks ago how the KSRTC, BMTC chairman was planning to in fact use the Nirbhaya fund to train women to drive buses. Well, that clearly understands that they are not using it in a right manner, instead which the money should be going to the rape victims.
Yeah, we know, of course, that New Year's Eve is coming again, and the Bengaluru City Police Commissioner has also filed an affidavit at the High Court stating the security arrangements that are going to be made in the city in terms of increasing the number of CCTV cameras or even street lights, like you pointed out. What is being done in the city?
Well, I'm right now standing here on MG Road. Now, this is the very place where we are going to see tens and thousands of revelers who are going to, in fact, gather here at this one particular vantage point on New Year's Eve. Now, there are definitely making a lot of serious, elaborate security arrangements, because if you remember, a plea was filed before the High Court asking the High Court to ban or make or in fact declare one particular day in Bengaluru as dry day, no sale of alcohol. And the answer given to the justification was because of alcohol there is molestation. However, the High Court has asked the state government to file an affidavit. In the affidavit, the state government has promised the High Court, saying that this time there won't be any incidents like that. They would not let anybody stage a protest. Of course, there are going to be more and more praying eyes, because more and more number of CCTV cameras will be installed in each and every vantage points. They're also looking at to install LED TVs, is what we are given to understand. The LED screens at various vantage points that they are looking at least 45 in this surrounding area. And also they are going to station nearly 8,000 to 10,000 policemen to, in fact, in case there is any problem where anybody can actually go and take help. So this is the kind of a serious, elaborate arrangements which they have made. But however, there are still a couple of more days to go. If they are planning to, in fact, incorporate any more changes, we will have to wait and watch.
All right, elaborate security arrangements being made there in Bengaluru for the New Year's Eve. Shrija, thank you so much for getting us those details. In fact, Mirror Now spoke to Nirbhaya's mother, Asha Devi. Listen in.
मैंने अभी भी सुना, बच्चियां लड़कियां बोल रही थी कि पता ही नहीं लगता है कि कब कुछ क्या हो जाता है। तो अगर हम महिलाओं के मुद्दे पे जाएं तो महिलाओं की सुरक्षा को लेकर कुछ भी नहीं बदला है। आज भी हमारी समस्या जो 2012 में थी, आज भी हम वहीं खड़े हैं। उस टाइम हमें भी लगा कि नहीं सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा। मैं भी इस वजह से संघर्ष करना शुरू करी कि नहीं अब ऐसा किसी बच्ची के साथ नहीं होगा, लेकिन हम गलत थे, नहीं हो पाया ऐसा। आज भी ऐसे ही छोटे छोटे बच्चियों के साथ हो रहा है। जो भी चीज जो वादे हुए वो कागजों में ही रह गया। कानून बदले गए, बहुत दावे कहे गए, लेकिन कानून बनाने से मायने नहीं रखता। मायने तो है कि आप उस पे काम करते हैं, मायने तो है कि उसके तहत आप महिलाओं की सुरक्षा के लिए काम करते हैं, उस पे अमल करते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं। जो भी बदला वो कागजों में ही रह गया।